Alrighty. Well, good evening, everyone. This is going to be a interesting stream. Let me keep that down here at my level. Well, let me keep that down here at my level. Don't you love to hear duplicate? Everybody loves duplicate. Good evening, everyone. Why am I having messages? Tariffs caused a delay on ordering, so it should be back to normal by summer. Wow. Chinese tariffs, even though I deal primarily with American products with the website I worked with, derivative components, tiny components to the things that we sell and the things that people make, whether it be a panel of glass or I guess just the hinges, just tiny little components that I guess were purchased from China. Just a huge amount of things are not available. That has nothing to do with tonight's dealio, though. All right, let me put. Okay, good. I can read that a lot better. So I put that there. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that, and I'm gonna move that right about there. Bodito Bear, welcome. Hello. Nice to see you here. I haven't seen that name before. Well, let's jump right into things. We will jump right into things. So what I have done, my friends, is I have cut fabric here from the bottom side of an old mattress. Okay, very thick fabric, I might add. Old mattress. I cut the fabric, and you might be putting two and two together with my hips don't lie. And yeah, we're gonna need this first. I am dismantling the chair, and I'm gonna be replacing. I'm going to be replacing my seat cushion tonight and reupholstering the fabric, the fake leather fabric. And Lord willing, this will go okay. Lord willing, because this is what I sit on. Uh, 9 hours a day. So I am replacing the current. Let me see if I can demonstrate to anyone. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that'll show you. So I'm replacing this cushion and the fabric, of course, with something a little bit more hefty for my derriere. Let me go ahead and show you. Might have. Oh yeah, you can see it over my right shoulder right here. This is the old. I cut this out of our old mattress. This is 8-inch natural latex. It's pretty heavy. This chunk that I will be using weighs probably about 12 pounds, if I had to guess. So I'm going to take that and probably make this the back side, the derriere side, and make this the legs side. I'm still undecided on that. I'm not subbed to Owen, but I saw that chat earlier. I wanted to chime in. Oh yeah, hi, Bon Bon Bear. I guess I'm. Oh, you're not subbed, as in you don't pay the money for. I got you. Um, yeah, it was a somewhat difficult thing. Uh, Mama Bear has been watching my streams for a good year. She knows who I am. So she wanted to make sure to to come after me regarding some of the stances I've made. She felt it necessary to strawman me. Um, by asking the question of whether or not I supported the concept of female preachers, when all I was simply doing was calling out Jesse Lee Peterson for being a false teacher, because somebody was once again hoorahing and praising a liar. How do I know that he's a liar? Because he is a man that claims to be without sin, and any man that claims to be without sin is a liar. And he also denies the divinity of Jesus. He also tells people that they should not study the Bible.
Yeah, yeet.
And there's a whole host of things. I'll do a better job to just have a quick, easily accessible resource, concise, all in one place. Um, when you're deprogramming yourself from somebody you've looked up to, it can be hard. It can take time. It can take a lot of compelling evidence. Um, I remember the episode when Owen said, no, Crowder's definitely not gay. And then, about a week later, we all know where that went. So, also, I remember the months and months and months and months that Owen defended Nimmer, and yet I get looked at as a crazy man for giving easily discernible evidence that Jesse Lee Peterson is, in fact, a false teacher. It's annoying, but it's okay. Uh, I will speak the truth as long as I am permitted to, and it's as simple as that. All right, we had to take the back off in order to. By the way, I think I've talked about this tool before. $7 at Menards. It's a beautiful tool. It's a ratcheting multi-tool. It's got Allen wrench. It's got Phillips. It's got flat. It's got star bit, and it's got square bit. And yeah, uh, beautiful. Very, very cool. And it works very nice. All right. Am I souping up my chair? Yeah. So you see over my right shoulder here, that is the natural latex 8-inch cushion that I will be installing on the surface of my chair that I sit on for 9 hours a day. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. I didn't know if I had the materials to do so. I thought that I was going to have to buy some kind of fancy fabric. And then I finally was just like, wait a second, I could just use the fabric. I could just use the fabric from the bed. I'm not here for fanciness. It doesn't have to be fancy. I'm a pragmatist, personally. It's just That's how I identify. It's gonna look like a crazy it's gonna look like a crazy little situation. But you know what? The guts of this chair that we bought at the thrift store for $3. It's a functional it's a functional chair, guys. The mechanic, that piece that I just took, it's fine. I mean, the chair is fine too, just not fine for somebody that sits 9 hours a day and all that good stuff. All right, so I want to preserve this bottom fabric because I think that that would be the prudent thing to do. So I'm gonna grab my flathead. Let me get the skinnier one. I think that's the skinnier one. Yep. Catch up in the. All right. Everything okay? We know you love God. Don't let him get to you. Thank you, Fundamental Bear. He's out for blood lately. I heard a guy call Jesse's show yesterday and talk about his dad still being a Bible thumper and not listening to JLP enough yet. It's kind of telling, isn't it, Bon Bon? Uh, you have a violently adverse reaction to something, that it's your brain reacting to someone questioning your programming. Thank you, Charles. Now I get the stream title. Fancy chairs and lollipops. Thanks, Badito Bear. Um, I'm. It's funny. I get it. It's fine. Um, but where do you buy them at Bodito Bear? Homemade chairs for homemade bears. There you go. No, it's all good. Joke away. These are fancy staples. They're black staples. I'm not going to be able to redeem these black staples. So this is a project that I hope to accomplish. If I don't, if I've done my push-ups, by the way. That's the 8 o'clock. God in heaven, help me. Help me do this by. I really want to do this, guys, by 10. So, oh gosh, I've got to. I don't want to lose any of these staples because I'm barefoot up here quite a lot. Okay. They already cut off the excess, so me reusing this is going to be tricky, but I can do it. I can do it. It's all good. So I'm going to take breaks, brief little breaks, but I'm going to try and work fast too. As you may be able to notice, I am currently just taking out staples. Um, as for the black staples, they're silver staples. They're just painted on the top. Kind of silly if you think about it. Alrighty. The problem is the staples I have are half-inch staples. I have a feeling that it's going to cause me a whole world of hurt when I go to start stapling things. I could be wrong. We're just praying for the best here. Praying for the best. Don't put staples anywhere near your bike. Thank you for the advice. I don't have a bike yet. I'm not a proud bike owner at this point in time. The sad thing is, I have the skill to buy, like, whoa, a grappler staple has, what in the grabble nation is that? How dare you? There's a little grappler stapler, or staple. How dare the grabble staples. I will not tolerate any grabblers. Um, how intolerant. I have the skill to buy like 3 trash bikes and put them together. I know that there's certain levels of compatibility or incompatibility to take into consideration, but you know, whoa, I almost lost that one. Given, oh, it is magnetic. That's probably helpful. Given the premise of compatibility, I do have the skills. I've worked on bikes. They're really easy to work on. But yeah, this summer, it's part of my family's hope, dream, and goal to have bicycles. Oh, oh, whoa. Um, could you imagine a staple getting stuck in my beard? Me not finding it like till a week later. Just kidding. A month later. No, I shampoo my beard. Try to take care of my beard. Um, what in the Grabble Nation? I think that's a good one. I just think stuff up sometimes, you know what I mean? It's all good. Oh, I think it gives me a little, looks like I have a little slack, little excess fabric to work with. That's really nice. Um, not if your chair cushion is 8-inch thick, bro. You still have 7.5. Wow, bro. I'm not stapling through the cushion. I mean, what am I? I was just making sure that the cameras, I think I set my cameras up decently. I mean, I do have to sit on this. I have to do a good job. This is my only chair. Well, for all intents and purposes, it's my only chair. But yeah, we currently have one bicycle for my daughters, and I will. We had about a month worth of trying to teach them how to ride bikes. That didn't go over very well. If we can all have bikes, I think it'll be helpful. But my kids are a little timid. Well, my daughters are. My my 3-year-old slash going on Black Ops son. Oh, you mean I was supposed to say another age and not an occupation? If you knew my son, that kid taught himself how to army crawl, guys, and move in the darkness without being detected or heard. Kid you not. He has adult level strategic skills. There's only one group of people on the planet that are more sneaky than him. I won't try and give it away. I wouldn't want to spoil the fun for anybody. I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with bloodlines. Um, but yeah. I'm in an interesting humor tonight. Don't mind me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Getting the staples out. If this was 6 million staples, I wonder how long it would take me. 3 years, you think? Or longer? What do you think? I'm sure there's a mathematical method to determining how long it would take. I knew this would have to. Well, I knew this would come in handy, I should say. What do you think, guys? 3 years? 4 years? 5 years? Because if it's 5 years, you're really cutting it close. Just saying. It needs to be able to be done in much less time, just to have a consistent narrative. Talking about staples, I don't know what. I hope chat's not spiraling. I'm just talking about getting staples out of a chair. Um, 6 billion staples? Nah, I think just 6 million. I mean, 6 million sounds a little high for staples in a. I mean that's a. Could you imagine 6 million staples in a chair? I mean, this pack of staples of 1,250 staples was like, I don't know, $5, $10. Does it have a price on there? I don't know. I bought it on Amazon. It was a number of dollars, right? So if that's just 1,000, and I would need 1,000 of them to get to 1 million. I'd need 5,000 of those. We're talking about. Could you imagine a chair with 6 million staples? That thing would be worth like, I don't know, 200, $300,000 just because of staples. I mean, that's fascinating if you think about it. It's really fascinating. 6 million is, I know, 6 million of a lot of things. I know. Well, you have to do a bunch of theoretical math to calculate the effects of gravity on your arms long term. Well, it's one at a time, though. I have a resting period of a few seconds between each one, and I'm training already with my whole push up thing that's going swimmingly, I might add. My arms are getting uh, systematically more developed. It's working out exactly as I would have hoped. Of course, I've made it easy on myself. So, anyway, it's all about imagination. Interesting. Alrighty. This is this is a lot of staples. The number I cannot be sure of. I can count when we're done. Um, but I feel like I'm not quite halfway. Yeah, not halfway. Not even halfway. Time is it? 10 minutes? Okay. That means by 8:30, Lord willing, I should be done with this fabric piece. I'm gonna get all the staples out. Oh, he'd be pretty ripped at the end of 6 million staple removals. That's true. It's true. I'm doing 67, 68,000 push-ups this year. I mean, that's not million. I mean, to do 1 million push-ups, even in a lifetime, would be an insane amount of push-ups, guys. Could you? I mean, doing 1,000 push-ups. If you did 300 push-ups a day, it would take you still just a stupid amount. Stupid amount. So 300, 300. What is that? 90,000. And then, so if you were to do 90,000, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Like 11 or 12 years, something like that. 11 and a half years. I guess that could work. That'd be a really cool YouTube series situation. Okay, just hoping that this isn't going to be too much of a nightmare. Get this crazy fake leather off. Could you imagine after 1,000,000 push-ups? I don't know, maybe your body would hit an equilibrium after 12 years and you'd just be like pretty much the same. Just lean, but nothing like too absurdly amazing. It's a really weird, crusty something fell down behind the back of the chair. It looks like poop, waxy poop. I'm just saying, if it hurts your feelings, then you know, just realize that I'm washing my hands when I'm done with this activity. Just saying. By the way, uh, Charles, the IPA is pretty good. Wait, who got land? I don't have land yet. Lord willing, in the next 3 years, uh, that will be a reality. Oh man, what in the world is happening? This staple is so grabbled right now. I think it's almost like the staple broke, but it didn't. It was so weird. That was a sticky situation. Verified done at Creative Bear. What does that even mean? Are people being Oh, as carpal tunnel bear. Wow, that's funny. Thanks, Charles, for playing along with that. That's pretty funny. Oh, I did really bad math because I only thought of 300 days as opposed to 365 days. Sometimes I just don't consider all the variables. Um, so that's helpful. It reminds me of this whole mud flood stuff and people's theories about what people did and how it was done. I heard somebody talking about Salt Lake City and how did a bunch of poor, religiously persecuted people build these insane, elaborate buildings, blah, blah, blah. I looked into it and come to find out, you know, it's kind of a scarecrow man, or what do they call it again? Straw manning situation where um, they're saying, how do they do this? Well, they didn't do it when you thought they didn't do it when you acted like they did it. Conditions changed, right? They had nearly 2 generations later, over 50 years between those 200 persecuted religious people, and they had a lot of time to gain popularity and population, and the numbers of the population were exponentially larger. So I looked into it and I was like, well, you know what? I'm a little less suspicious, at least about that one. Now, the Iowa state capitol is still pretty baffling, but I have a feeling, as I dig into it, I will be less amazed, less stupefied. And that's the key, guys. Don't be stupefied. or as the Indian people like to say, do not be over smart. Yeah, it is 366 days this year. Absolutely. I figured that out when I was at 67,000, and I was like, oh, so I'm going to be doing 60, just about 68,000. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's weird how those numbers add up. It really is. Yeah, 6 million staples would leave you pretty lopsided. I'm not left-handed at all, so I would I would be pretty lopsided after 6 million staples. Technically, for all intents and purposes, you don't even need to see this stack. You could probably watch the live stream and run a counter just to figure out exactly how many staples. Sounds like a great place to build. Oh, Homestead Bound Bear got acreage. Awesome. Amen to that. Small pond back. Definitely have mineral rights. Amen. That's great. 14 is an excellent amount. Pole barn home. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, yeah, the lakes up north. Yeah, I know. I know. There's definitely some weird stuff. So check this out. That article of the teacher that was being prosecuted for teaching uh, globe Earth in school. It's an article from the year 1900. Um, that article is from Minnesota. I thought that was very interesting. Minnesota was a very different place 120 years ago. Way different demographic, like extremely different demographic. So it's just interesting. But yeah, there was an article from the year 1900. Um, the teacher was facing time in prison for teaching what they called in this news article. Where's my phone? Hold my beer. What is going on with this? What is this? Oil change. Yes, we do need an oil change. Yeah, I saved this picture the other day. All right. The Cook County Herald, Grand Marais, Minnesota. That's the spot up near the water. I know there's tons of water in Minnesota, but I know where Grand Marais is. I looked at it not too long ago. 1900 says Earth is round, and then the article goes on to say, and he may be thrown into prison. Uh, Here, you can pause the stream if you really, really want to. That looks pretty clear. But yeah, that's from Grand Marais, Minnesota, 1900. I find that fascinating. Um, Serious trouble has been threatened. Blah, 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 prosecution under the Imposters Act. Seems that the school person has been teaching the damnable and heretical doctrine that the earth is a sphere, um, calling it seditious and treacherous. 120 years ago, guys, not 600 years ago. That's that is fascinating, to say the least. Is it already past? Okay, good. We're making progress. We're making progress. Okay. What's going on? Superb Al was on the 33rd day in the year, leaving 330 days remaining in the year. Yeah, palindromes and mirrored numbers and all that stuff is very fascinating. I like palindromes, just in general, just because I like numbers. But gematria makes me nauseous. I understand that some people care about it, and those people I just like to keep a healthy knowledge and distance of. That's all. I do want to know a little bit about them, those gematria people. But on the other hand, you go on in your corner. Bible with my kids. Good stuff, Charles. All right. Alden device and hand watching guy fix a chair. What an age we live in. Yeah, it's true. Well, I figured I'd hop on here. If this was helpful to somebody someday, at least encouraging that, to see what you can do, you know, that's the part where it becomes something that makes it worth it, so to speak. If I end up making it a complete failure, that can be educational too. And a complete tragedy for me. Not a tragedy. You get it though. I don't know what in the world I'm doing tomorrow if I really mess this up. This could be a 3-4 hour project. I really bit off more than I could chew, I think. But I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. What am I gonna do, guys? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do what I can do. Oh, you're kidding me now. Hut, 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 hut. Get in there. Some of these are much harder than others. There's a lot of staples, guys. But we're on the home run stretch. We're on the home run stretch. So check this out. This is cool news. I got an email today from Google, local guides. They want to give me a free pair of socks for being a local guide. So I was like, yeah, give me that free pair of socks. The first thing that came to mind is I was like, yeah, free. Like 100% free. Like I didn't pay shipping. Just gave them my address. That they already know where I live. I mean, it's Google. But the first thing that I thought is, I wonder if I should microwave these socks. So I'm fairly convinced I'm going to microwave the socks, guys. Even though it would be just the the craziest, silly thing for them to do. But, for kicks and giggles, I'm pretty sure I'm going to microwave the socks, guys. And for those of you that don't understand why I would say that I was going to microwave the socks, RFID. Now, I think it's kind of silly and absurd to even think that they would put RFID chips in the socks because they already know everything about where I am because of how much I use Google Maps. But, I think I'm going to microwave the socks just for knowledge, regardless of their trackabilities. Do not stand on the chair. Use this product as seating, one person at a time. At least every 4 months, check all bolts. Screw. Yeah, I'm sure everybody does that. Huh, fascinating. All right, let's get these other. Oh, all righty. Need more libation. I tell you what. What's going on in the chat? Ugh. non-coincidences. Yeah, it's a good point, Bon Bon. You should always start a GoFundMe new chair fund. That's funny. Well, I do have work tomorrow. That would be like the lamest GoFundMe. Well, I'm sure. No, I take that back. It'd probably be way better than most. There's a lot of retarded money grabs on GoFundMe. I've seen them. I've seen house plant GoFundMe's, guys. I'm just saying. And like Fluffy and, you know, transgender. I'm a psychopath and I would like to chop off my body parts to help me fulfill my dreams of psychosis. Can we get this? Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious. That one was really grabbled. I'll tell you what. I tried GoFundMe with what's it called? Not Operation Baby Landlord with Sanctorum Electus, the oldest YouTube video on my channel, and well, my father was the only one that supported me with that. He was a believer in what we were doing or wanting to do, and in general, it's sticky. That'll work just great. In general, it was a good idea, but only if the narrative was true, it was a good thing. Unfortunately, the narrative was not true, so it was righteously unsupported, and I'm okay with that. You know, sometimes God reveals His truth in disappointing ways, and later on, you're like, oh well, I'm not disappointed at all. Praise the Lord. Sanctorum Electus was a hope to provide protection to Christian refugees, particularly mothers, and maybe even specifically mothers that had, this is so big and awkward, that had lost their husbands, you know, and needed to start over in life, basically. It was a good plan. It was like Firm Unity, but for refugees. So, and I made a video which shows you a little bit of what a novice can do if you set your mind to something. And I'm not one of those crazy people that's like, you could do anything. Anything is possible. There are no limits. Key and pill sketch. All right, what's even happening? They're coming from China. Don't worry, unless you're out of limes. Okay. That's it. Never wearing underwear again. Oh, you were talking about the socks. They're coming from China. Don't worry though, unless you're out of limes. I actually have some limes in the fridge, but I don't understand what limes do. Maybe you should educate me. Never wearing underwear again. I don't understand. Microwaving underwear is where it's at. That's where they put the real trackers. Plus keeps them fresher. Oh, okay. Going commando. Yeah. Hey, bud. I have a good idea for you. If you're building stuff on your channel and it could be a little decoration for your stream. Yeah. You're so entrepreneurial, Brad. Brad is a caring guy. So here's the thing, Brad. When I was telling you to forgive and all that in that other stream, I forgot who you were because I remember you based on your old screen name. So when I looked back at things, I was like, oh, that all made way more sense. Um, so just realized that the comments that I had made to you, Brad, were made as if I didn't know who I was talking to, which doesn't mean I filter myself based on a person, but it means I filter myself based on the person. Now, I don't really filter myself, but what I mean by that is I probably would have responded a little differently with different level of understanding and patience in regards to the whole Owen thing. But anyway, oh, funny, Homestead Bound Bears also, Brad. How about that? Um, this thing is so annoying sometimes. But yeah, Brad, aka Whistle Boy. Thank you, Holding Lantern Bear. Um, I'm thankful for how you hooked me up with the overlays and taught me about Streamlabs. Um, at this point, I think I don't know, man. You have a different vision than me. Like you see this and you're like, dude, he could totally be so cool. Like, so I used to watch Peter Saddington of the Bitcoin guy. Probably nobody here knows who that is. Um, Decentralized TV was his little YouTube channel, I think is what it was called. Peter Saddington, Asian guy, Korean, I believe. Uh, I'm not 100% about his religious beliefs, but I think he claims Christianity. You know, it's worth about it's not worth much these days, but keep that there. And that happened in 35 minutes. Praise the Lord. Now I have to do all the staples for the fake leather. It's rock solid though. Look at that. That's good stuff. It's a pretty legit chair. Now, alternatively, I could leave this. It would save me time, but it would be absurdly high. Here's what I need to check. This needs to be. I think I cut enough. I think I did, but it's going to be really tight once I put that. What do you think, guys? Leave it? I'm kind of inclined to leave it because it would save me a bunch of time. That's so weird. That's the back side, and it's still really rigid. The front side is super gone. What do you guys think? I think I probably should take it off. I don't want to. They took my sword, my mask, my all. Wow, guys. It's a fun conversation. Keep on having fun in the chat. That IPA is done with. All right. You guys got any? There's equal or double the number of staples that I just dealt with. So, like I said, I'm inclined to just keep this on here. 3D LED light cube that can respond to sound like an audio visualizer. It's a lot of soldering, but it turns out really cool. Oh, oh gosh, bro. That is really intense. What's on your mug? Oh, it's a shipbuilder. It's a shipbuilder Stein. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it because the light is not. Maybe. Does that work? Or is that better? Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's it's nothing special, guys. It's actually an Avon Stein. Bought it at an antique store for as a Christmas present. It's all good. It's one of the Steins I liked. So um, it was cheap. Um, what do you guys think? Check it out. All right, let's see if this even fits. Let's see if this is even going to be reasonable, and then I'll know whether or not I have to take this off. I think it'll be best to take it off, but let's see if I can get away with it. This this is probably going to have to get trimmed down a little bit, and some of you are probably looking at this like this guy is insane to think that he can put an 8-inch cushion on an office chair, but well, that's definitely not going to work. Not that direction. Is that? It's going to have to be. Oh, this is. I should agree. I should have. I want to pull it down tight, but this is really bad, guys. I'm gonna have to cut off the corners. I do have an inch and a half that I could buy myself by the latex is so strong, guys. I'm gonna have to do it. I already know. I'm gonna have to. This is really full commitment. Oh, this makes me nervous. Just took all that time doing that, and it was non-consequential. Now we're going into the realm of consequential. It's okay. We're doing this thing. I think you'll still fill after adding new pad. You're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. So here's to more staples. Let's praise the Lord as we. These are going to be. Now this is a different kind of fabric, so I might actually try to rip this one off once I start getting. What is that? Oh my gosh. See what this does. Appears to just rip the fabric for the most part. I did pull up one staple. There's hope. If I can save time, guys, that is definitely a goal. Because there's like triple staple action here. It's like nightmare level with the staples. Because there's like this fake leather and then this cushiony nonsense. It's all good. It's fine. Everything is fine. Anybody that's been watching me a year knows that that's one of my favorite things to say. It's fine. Everything is fine. I've got songs floating in my head by Joey Fehrenbach, Carbon-Based Life Forms. Those are my two. Those are my two fellas that I like when I'm listening to Pandora, and I'm like, ooh, who did this song? I'm like, oh, that's my man Joey. Or ooh, who did this song? Oh, that's my boys, Carbon-Based Life Forms. I hope those guys aren't sodomites, because that would be really disappointing. That didn't help at all. All right, what's going on with the alrighty. There's absolutely no reason that I'm going to want to save this. So if I can expedite this at some point, that will definitely be ideal. I have no idea what just happened there. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful. Stupid foam. Hope that the staples doesn't come the layers of adhesive. I hope that after the staples doesn't come the layers of adhesive. Yeah, it's kind of. I'd rather just rock sweatpants. Are you guys talking about my jogging pants? Is that what's happening right now? Is that'd be kind of awkward. I do wear jogging pants a lot, a lot, a lot. Oh, my hip. My hips don't lie, guys. That's what I named this. My hips are hurting. That's probably part of the divine inspiration I had for doing push-ups this year, is to get my body. Oh my gosh, the hip! Like this hip, guys. My right hip is like just not in a good position of health or limberness or whatever. Really happy about that song being finished. That was a good accomplishment, guys. Been wanting to do something like that for a long time. I've had, been inspired to write songs, but that was like the first time I felt like there was enough momentum and folks hanging out, bears that get it and stuff. We could do something like that. So, really happy about that one. And it's fun too. Oh, goodness. What just happened? I dropped it. Watch your back. Don't. Oh, my back's fine. It's just my hip. I'm doing like this. Oh, I just got to keep repositioning because I'm doing this like Indian style sitting, which is my preferred way of sitting. But as I get older, my body disagrees. It used to be the only thing, and now, like as I get older, Indian style is terrible. I do all kinds of weird things on my streams, guys. My wood projects, my hugel culture, my random gravy sessions, my inability to stay on a script or outline or schedule. I'm trying to get better. That's why I made a schedule. Tonight is an unscheduled stream brought to you by the providential King of the universe, creator of all things, who in his great providence saw it fit to allow this to happen. Oh. First the hip, next thing you know, I ate at McDonald's. That's funny. My grandpa, at least one of my grandparents, if not more than one, had a hip transplant. I think just my grandpa. Base looks like the finest hardwood from the Xinjiang province. That's funny. It's it looks good. Like it doesn't even hardly. It's not OSB, obviously. It's definitely not OSB. It looks. It does kind of look like hardwood. I think it's plywood, but you can't tell just. Okay, I can't tell just by looking at it. I'm assuming it's plywood because for it to be hardwood would be like kind of absurd, absurdly absurd. Morning has broken like the first morning. That song deserves to have quality, godly lyrics. It just deserves it. It's too beautiful of a song to not have beautiful, godly lyrics. À mon avis. Oh man, this is like this is a labor of love, guys. This is all of the days of sitting on a pillow and being like, there's got to be a way to make this better. Got to be a way. There's got to be a way to make this better. All those days. That's what this is motivated by. Dude, how many staples are you going to put in one spot? 4? Wait. Oh, that was weird. Optical illusion. What time are we at? Oh, my goodness. So far, we're at almost an hour solid of staple removal. I have a new appreciation for that crazy guy that I paid $600 to back in the day. We got these couches at the thrift store for $30. 2 couches, $30. They were hardwood. They had nasty old rotten cushions, but the structure was sound. It's probably about 80 years old, but like rock solid, just rock solid. What is happening? I hear a noise. That's really weird. And we bought them, and then we like, yeah, we'll just get them reupholstered. It shouldn't be that bad. And then we found out. I shopped around, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So we went ahead and went for it, made it happen, and paid this guy. And then when we got them, we were just like, oh, they're so beautiful, but there are some things about them that make us extremely disappointed, having paid as much
Yeah,
as
yeet.
we did. Thank you, Creative Bear. Appreciate you. It was very disappointing. The way he did the just the foam underneath the fabric. His fabric work was excellent. The, the beading, and he had the technical skill. He just cut corners in regards to the foam, and that was very not nice. Like for instance, in one cushion he used two pieces, so there was a seam, and that was very grabblery of him. Very grabblery of him. Sounds like a fair price to reupholster two couches. Well, I don't know. I was pretty disappointed. You guys would know better than me. Listen, I'm the guy that from 2011 until 2017, I had never paid more than $650 a month in rent. And then in 2017, I had a better job, the job that ended up betraying me and ruined my finances for life. Okay, for just a decade, but feels like life. But I think every time I turn this way, the wind catches my microphone, and then my noise canceling kicks in and does this weird thing in my ears. But anyway, yeah. So then in 2017, our rent was $900, and then as we started to look around in places that we had previously lived, it was like impossible. Of course, part of this has to do with we were previously in 2-bedroom, 1 baths, and now seeking 3-bedroom, 2 baths. Um, Technically, right now we live in the conditions of a two bedroom, 1.5 bath, but our current situation is just a godsend that's not even able to be factored into prior situations because the Lord has provided a home for us despite not being able to afford to survive. And that is why I'm a Bernie bro. Guys, I'm not a Bernie bro. Hopefully to God, no one took me seriously when I said that. I wish I knew more about Bernie when that guy was visiting at the door, though. I would have ended that conversation so fast if I knew then what I know now. I didn't know because I didn't care. But now I know and realize that Bernie is 100% pro butchering babies. So, oh, speaking of butchering of babies, let me show you. Oh, my body is protesting. Check it out. Check it out. See what that is? See what that is? That's what's up. So I've got a stack, and Lord willing, join me. Buy some postcards between now and tomorrow. Um, just go to a gas station, buy some postcards, and join me tomorrow night as we write postcards to the existing baby murdering landlord, the owners, the landlords of baby murderers. That's who we're writing. The landlords of baby murderers. So please, for those of you that care about this thing, see this as a viable option, although I've somewhat adequately proven that, but it won't be proven until we see an actual result. We need to see results. So tomorrow I finally got the postcards, and join me. We'll write postcards to the landlords of baby murderers. I was with you, Gospel Bear, but then when you said Bernie, bro, that's not even worth joking about. Hardwoods from Xinjiang, and brought it to mind. Okay. Kind of sites. What kind of sites? I don't even know. Landscape gardens and buildings. Oh, province in the desert. Okay, gotcha. Sounds like. Okay, gotcha. Oof. I never played Roblox, but in my search for cool audio clips and stuff, I learned that that little audio comes from that game, which makes sense as to why it'd be so popular. I've been hearing it in like Gray Still Plays and Davey 504, the oof sound effect. I've been hearing it for a while. I didn't know where it was from. Now I know. Now I know. Dude, guys, I tell you what. Are you as amazed as I am about how many staples? Oh my gosh. What do we got? A solid hour? Solid hour of staple removal. I'm halfway through this. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what, guys. A beanbag chair? Yeah, not for the office. If you want to call it an office, I guess. Um, I need to be up high. Beanbag chairs are pretty expensive. You got to keep in mind, some of us are much poorer than others. Beanbag chairs, adult size, tend to be somewhere in this $60 to $200 range, depending, and nothing uh, would be office chair friendly. There are office chairs that function and have a beanbag aspect to them. Those are pretty expensive because I did look into those. I think, well, maybe they're like in the $60 to $80 range. But yeah, I mean, I looked into different office chairs and stuff, and then my wife was at the store. This was before we moved back in Florida, and she was like, "Hey, there's this office chair. It's $3." And I was like, "I don't care." No, I did. I said, "Sit down in it. Is it broken?" She's like, "Nope. The leather's a little jacked because it's fake leather." I was like, "Oh, I don't care about that. Solid though. It's rock solid." It was a win. This was a $3 buy win for sure, and I am destroying it currently. Lord willing, I'll be able to put it back together better than Humpty Dumpty. I don't know. These quarter-inch staples do make me a little nervous, but it's okay. Because, as I mentioned, I only have half-inch staples. Oh no, somebody's giving coordinates. Some supervisor told the worker that he could leave for the day when he's out of state. I don't know if everybody would laugh at that, but for some reason, that one I get. Some jokes, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get what's going on here. Why is everybody laughing? That's hilarious to me. Thank you for that, Homestead Bound. Um, that is just really funny. Whew! I tell you guys, this guy's been pulling so many staples. I think he got paid by the staple. You know what I mean? That's probably what it was. Okay, so more than one, more than one person laughed at that. Good, good. I'm not the only one. Um, yeah, we had high numbers there for a minute. There was like 16 people here or something, and they were like, "Oh, awesome! Can't wait for an awesome stream." And then they're like, "Wait, are you serious? Wait, you're serious? This guy, this dude that I, for some unknown reason, am following, is doing an entire stream of taking staples, destroying his office chair. That's what I came here for." Moving on. Here's all I care about. Any of those people that left, as long as their pants are still pulled up around their waist, it's fine. It's fine. But if anybody left this stream in order to do the opposite of that, they need to hear our beautiful song, Gravy Train, where they learn to love or learn how to crush and forget how to bait. Guys, is it just me? Am I the only one that thinks that that lyric is hysterical? Am I the only one? I think that that song will be or multiple orders of magnitude more impressive once it's being, put to music and sung by somebody with actual skill. And man, some of these staples are so graveled. I'm building the muscle of degraveling. 1.5 cent per staple. No weans during streams. Absolutely, absolutely. Yep, guys, I've got such a pile of staples over there. And then there's these cords that are somehow tied to something in there. I'm probably gonna have to pull all that stuff out too. I have no needle to do any fancy tuft work either. I might not need it. There are holes already built into my foam, so that could work out. Guys, what's going on? I don't know about that. It's probably going straight in the trash can. There are such things as like copper staples and stuff. I mean, if these were like copper staples, it might be worth doing something with them. Oh my gosh, this one is super grabbled. This one is. Alright, let me hit the one next to it. Make sure he doesn't feel like he has any proximal allies. We don't want people having false confidence or anything. Why is he saying people when he's talking about staples? Oh. I know what it is. I'm almost done, but I am getting a little tired. That's what's happening. I got it. I'm almost done. So 2 rows of staples, an hour and 15 minutes. Take way longer to pull these out than it took to put them in. Just way longer. They probably built this entire chair in about the same amount of time as it's taken me to just ungravel. I think that's the last one. Oh no. Good, we found it. Well, I found it. Copper is still low. Yeah. Ooh, blood blister style. That's always good. If you keep this up, you're well on your way to becoming the leader of the Chinese. I don't even know what that means, but it's funny. Oh gosh. Okay. Pull that thing out. I love channel locks. I've been using this pair of channel locks for so many years, guys. Oh my gosh, what is next? What's next, guys? Ah, I bet it's the apps, these silly. It's these silly. Okay, just got to get all these other ones out here. We're almost there. It's like a hair in my mouth. It's really weird. And these are like super tight against the wood. So I've got to actually dig into the wood to get these out. Okay. Oh, hips. I gotta shift those legs regularly. Okay, so we got that. Where'd my... Okay. Here, let's go ahead and get those out so they don't try to grab on my arm or something. This is successfully a world record for the most times anyone has ever said the word gravel in a DIY project involving a chair, if not all DIY projects ever. It's also probably a world record tonight for the most times anyone's ever said the word gravel in regards to staples. So I probably broke at least 2 world records tonight, all in a day's work. All in a day's work. I mean, who else, guys? Oh, there we go. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Who's your master? Huh? Who's your master? That was one of his best. That was one of his best. Who's your master? Very valid. Very valid question. Not one to be taken lightly. At all. Any lemons for breaking world records, guys? I mean, not that I'm suggesting anything. I mean, give lemons to each other or something. I don't know. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. I guess that's kind of how you got to look at it with the whole helping each other subscribe and stuff. It's kind of like that. I broke the fabric of fate. No, I broke the space-time continuum fabric. Thank you, Homestead Bound Bear. I'm reverse engineering the Chinese chair. 2 can play that game, China. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Really? It hardly did anything. It's a lot of shekels. Thank you, Boy Mama Bear. I might have missed somebody. Bon Bear and Boy Mama Bear and Homestead Bound Bear, Creative Bear. Thank you, guys, gals. I don't even know the gender of everybody in the chat, guys. I'm 99% certain that Homestead Bound Bear is a dude. I'm pretty sure that Creative Bear is a dude. I don't know about Bon Bear. Boy Mama Bear, I'm pretty certain is a female. You know, just taking a wild guess. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's. Oh, look at that. What do you know? Well, that was perfect. That saved a lot of time. Excellente, guys. Excellente. We did it. Something. I'm a dude. Oh, okay. Cool, Bon Bear. I didn't know. Hey, Cold as Ice Bear. Welcome. Well, Bon Bear, you're a creative guy. Not that that's a, a, an exclusive feminine trait. I just think of all French things as feminine. So when I hear bonbon, that's just where my mind goes. It's nothing personal. I would have no way of knowing. Just like Reed Bratton on The Office said about Woodstock, about all the people that he was sodomizing at Woodstock. He said, men, women, a man could have slipped in there, would have had no way of knowing. That was his quote. Stealth engine is in the form of million staples. I'm an advanced AI bot. Very cool, Creative Bear. You are pretty advanced then. Using those chairs as antennas, it's a weapon, I tell you. It makes sense. Look at that. What in the world? No, it is plywood. I see it now. But yeah, it's legit. I tell you what. Tell you what, guys. All right. Who would have known that that was like 5 pieces of foam? All right. There's that. Oh man. Yeehaw. They can't fool me. It's 5G. There you go. Alrighty. Oh man, my body. Oh, hi everybody. 5 grabbles. Oh my gosh. That's a memeable thing for sure. Alright guys. This is legit. Um yeah, we got down. It took an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, my back. Oh, okay. So here's the question. Let's flip this over like this. Okay. And how do we want it? Because um, this is such an overwhelming project, guys. I feel like a really crazy person to have done this. Um, okay. And this is my tool. This is my tool. I have a bread knife and scissors, and this is going to be interesting. And my back, like my upper back, is it? That's pretty funny. That I think French is feminine. um, all right, I'm just staring at it, so I just need to start doing. I wanted to have a plan, you know. All right, so I definitely don't want that much hangover, so that's no good. So we have to. What do we do? Go there, and then yeah, we're gonna cut right there. So at the very first, we're just gonna. Alrighty, cut that line. All right, and then we're gonna cut this line here. This is gonna be such a big mess up here, guys. This is gonna be such a big mess. All right. What's really funny is I could take this video and or anybody could take this video, remove the audio, and just like do the time lapse thing, and add the captions and make it like a remove the beverage sipping and any of the other little awkward things I might have done on camera, and make it like a relatively like make it look legit professional. It's just kind of funny. You don't always know what goes into those videos that wind up getting like 10 million views with some clickbaity title. Oh man, I tell you. All right, this is just sitting there, so it's not like I'm gonna lose my spot. Oh. All right, flip her around. Alrighty, come on, yo. This is like, I don't know what this is like. This feels like some type of like really awkward surgery. There, just pull it off. Technically, I could like use that piece for back cushion. Nah, I'm not that fancy. Not that special. Need to crowdfund for staples. I've got a whole box of staples, just probably the wrong size. Can we send you chair parts? Yeah. PO Box 5 PO Box 98. PO Box 98 50230. Um cut towards a buddy. Yeah, PO Box 98. 50230. All right. I like it. But what did I do? Yeah, that's what I wanted. This is the wood side. That's the wood side. It's the seat side. Cushion side. Hard, soft. Yeah, we're good. So now we're back to this. Back to this. Got this situated. I'm gonna need to cut in here too. So I just okay, let's do this. I'm such a mess, guys. This is gonna take a long time to clean up. We'll accidentally send chair parts to Gig Harbor, Washington. I'll be like, what? Um, swivel washers. I don't actually need chair parts. You guys are funny though. There we go. Alrighty. Ooh! Thanks, Homestead Brown Bear. Okay. He's cutting directly towards his leg. Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional. No, you're not. Why are you lying? Uh, okay. Because I'm making a horrible mess, and I have to clean it up. I mean, the funny thing about this project is it starts kind of with the premise of tearing apart a bed that nobody would want to waste. But this bed was destined for the what's it called? If you guys could really actually discern how much trash is on the ground, guys, I'll tell you what, it's pretty bad. I'll just stick that in there, zippity doo dah, and then, alrighty, gonna go back with this, boom, 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 and we're just gonna trim off that corner. Alrighty, that's all we're doing. Thank you, Creative Bear. This would be better if you were left-handed. You keep on doing this really awkward thing. You know what? I don't care. Oh my gosh, this is awkward. Alright, spin it around. You'll figure this out. Use your brain. It looks way more dangerous than it actually is, guys. I have pretty decent control of the situation. Famous last words. He said he had he said he had pretty decent control. Little did he know. All right. What's happening? Well, I accidentally said, yeah. Well, look at that. That's a nice, you're getting a nice view there. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're doing like this, and then we're doing um, like this, right there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Lined up, and and there we go. So the only trick here is, where's my string? Huh? Oh yeah, I brought string. Well, would you look at that? I'm gonna need scissors, and we are going to. Lint was trying to grapple. I tell you what, this guy, he uses the word grapple like it's meaningless. So I don't know what the chances of me getting this through a hole. I wonder if any of these holes line up. Okay, so we're gonna have to go there, and we're gonna line this up and move it. Oh, oh. All right, we're gonna go right through this one, and Oh my gosh, did the holes not go all the way through? Oh no, they don't. What? Gotta be kidding me. That's okay. We can make this work. Alrighty. We can make this work. There's that. And oh, that's really awkward, guys. I tell ya. Trying to. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's this texture makes it very difficult. All right. So back to here. Pull this. Okay. Gonna go there. And we're gonna go over however far we need to go over. So what is that? All right, great. I'm gonna do this one. And I've got to like create a hole. They don't meet up exactly. Obviously, wasn't expecting that. Oh my, this is just not. This is really crazy, guys. This is a crazy activity, what I'm doing. Oh. Okay. Okay. I want to use this to pull this through. So that's going to be a little, using my little Cat 5 tricks and all that good stuff. Pull in line. We did all sorts of things. Alrighty. Oh, come on now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me now. There we go. This is so tall. You look like you're sinking slowly through future streams. It's the natural latex though. It's actually it'll be fine. Believe it or not, um, it's gonna be pretty epic as long as I can pull this off. Okay. Okay. Why is that? Oh, I know why. Because it was too tight. Okay. Okay. This is only going to get more difficult. All right. It's pretty cool though. That dog will hunt. I need an. What I really need is a long. Hey, I do have a tool for this. This is about to get way easier. Ooh, my hips. Ooh, my hips, I tell you. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh, guys. Why am I so old? Oh my gosh. Why am I so old? Oh, my hips hurt so bad right now. All right. For that matter, why don't I sit on this? May as well. I may as well. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna sink. Have I done this before? No. No, this is 100% brand new to me. Like super noob. Super 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 noob. Tell you what. All right. All right. We are just gonna pull this. Oh yeah, where did I put that wire? This is gonna it's gonna be my tool. Where's the end of this thing? Yeah, this is gonna be fascinating. Lord willing, this is gonna work. What do we want? About that long? Cushions. Oh, be honest, did you ever work in the foam department at IKEA? No. um, but welcome, Bear with Cubs to feed. It's a good thing. May I cut off the end of this? Okay. Nothing but net. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that is going to be helpful. And then, let's see here. Yeah, so if that answers your question, for all intents and purposes, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. I did watch a video on YouTube, which, as far as I understand it, in the 21st century qualifies everybody as an expert, as long as you've quote unquote done your research, as they say, which, you know, some of us are like, that's so funny that people say, I've done my research, when in reality, thank you, Homestead Pound Bear. It really does help, though. This is going to be good. And this is only a morsel. It's going to be fantastic. All right, so got all this extra string. All right, I don't want to have too little, so I'm just going to overkill it. And then we're just going to get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. All righty. And next thing's next. Alrighty. We are going to rotate this like this. I'm going to go up here. And we are going to I did find a hole. What is happening? Oh no, it's getting caught up. What do you think? Oh, it's just getting bent like crazy. All right, so we're gonna go there. And is that gonna be the one? That'll be the one. That will be the one. So, whoops. It still gets caught up a little bit. All right, so easy was a little bit of an overstatement. I'm just using the tools I have on hand, my friends. All right, we are going to take this and we're just going to set that there and that'll be fine. I'm kidding. Um, relocate. And I know this is not looking good. We're just starting hopeful. I'm just hopeful that I can pull this through. Just really well, guys. Cha-ching. And you guys had no faith, no hope. Don't have faith in me for the love of God. Quite literally, for the love of God, don't have faith in me. Have faith in the Lord. Okay. That was interesting. Not where I expected that. But that's okay. That's okay. We can take this. I am right. Come is where I come. I don't even know what in the world that means. All right, so now is the tricky part because I have to somehow translate where that's going to get to. I'm going to squeeze my hand in there and I think I found it. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Is it there? No. Come on, you. Come on. Oh, I found it. Good. Poke on through. Break on through to the other side. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, oh, oh yeah. This, guys, is the funniest, most awkward use of tools and uh, I'll tell you what, my friends, this is funny. this is so, this is so funny, my friends. Uh, this is really funny and ridiculous. Um, it really is funny and ridiculous. Um, yeah. Which, what do we need? We need this one, that one, and then that one, and then that, and then we do that, and then we do that. Guys, I tell you what, this is hilarious. It's kind of fun. Thank you, Boy Mom Bear. Alrighty. What we're gonna do is this final little hole. I think final, maybe. This is I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. We're just making it work. We're just doing the thing. I know that other camera is kind of off. Is that okay? I know it kind of fell. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, there's that. And then we have to, or somehow, uh, squeeze in here. Alrighty, we got it. This latex is not easy. Guys, I don't know if you've ever worked with latex foam, but I have to tell you, it's not easy. It's not as easy as it looks. And I know I'm making it look extremely easy. What in the world? Ah, ah, he's grabbling himself. Ew. For the love of God, who would do that? It's disgusting. Sicko. Alrighty. So we've got all of those. It's relatively centered. It's really just a matter of doing this, I guess. Yeah, I had way a lot. There we go. Way too much. I know somebody's like, no. What you're supposed to do is. It's fine, guys. Oh my gosh. He knows how to do a square knot. I find it very disturbing if somebody doesn't know how to do a square knot. Just saying. All right. That is something, my friends. That is something. So we've got that. That's one thing. Okay? We've gotten that far. The next is putting this nice little fabric right there. This is just the cushion. It's tiny little padded cotton. It's good to go. I'm just doing that like that. And then we're gonna. Oh, that's what I was going to use I know what I was going to use the string for. I remember now. Um, watch this. Watch this. I had an idea. So I'm going to use this to pull the fabric down. And then, come is where I learn. Oh, I think you were trying to say this is where you do all your learning. So I'm going to do this and then untie it later. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, that's something. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So we've got that one. I'm going to try and do several more of those. Echo chambers, am I right? Come on. Internet experts. Oh, yeah. IamRight.com. If I'm not reading that correctly, it's because my eyesight is, well, only so good, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, really? Oh, this is not super strong rope, guys. Tragedy of tragedies. I mean, not super surprising, but I have to keep that in mind. Okay. So we've got that on there like that. That's the back. This is the front. And this is a crazy cushion, guys. It's really insane. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Where are we at? The 2 hour mark? Repurpose. So, all those staples. Um, I would need like a soldering gun. There is hope, guys. There is hope. There is hope. I can already I can already see it, feel it. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. So what we're gonna do, start. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I'll tell you right now. This is gonna be a nightmare. These half-inch staples are gonna be really a big pain in the butt. Um, Melt them and make them into ammo. What an idea. What an idea. Well, that was better. Good, 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 good. Excellent. That is really bad because my kids are sleeping directly below me. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, let's leave the strings. It's all good. Actually, let's go ahead. All I really have to do is this, then pull it through. Same thing with uh, this and this. Okay, I just needed it there to help position things. I will be cutting the fabric. I'm just seeing. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Man, that one was retarded. That one just did nothing. Okay, but this one. Okay. Okay. I'm just doing 4 corners, and then I might restaple even more. Alrighty. Rotate that around. Push down like that. This guys. I'm already getting excited. I've watched a lot of, not a lot. I've watched a couple of videos about this portion of things. Okay. So we have the first steps. That one went in fine. Weird. Well, would you look at that? It's a cute hammer. Oh, it's believe it or not, it's my wife's hammer, guys. It's my wife's hammer. I have a Stanley hammer, but it's bigger, heavier, and this one does the job better. And I know what some of you are thinking, but guess what? Guess what? I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to say to the pure, all things are pure. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. These fat half inchers. All righty. There we go. That's it. Nah, that one was not. Okay. There's that. And there's that one. This is my arms are actually getting tired, you guys. This is a big job. It doesn't seem like it, maybe, to some of you. I don't know what the heck. It's okay. We'll just knock that one in. I mean, it's biting. It's biting in pretty good, so. Oh, we'll just go with that. What's going on? I believe it. Yeah, well, it is what it is. A little too much foam. Come around the corner. There we go. Okay. There we go. Good. Not too good, but we'll take it. Take it. Excellent. I mean, they're very big. So, all right, let's hit this other corner, and then yeah. What is that? Is that foam? We're gonna need to cut. There we go. Okay. Okay, what is happening right there? Okay, there we go. That's better. that one is just, that's coming back out. That one was just horrible. You notice how I'm not talking as much? I'm not having as much fun. This is the hard part. No wonder. Oh! There we go. So I lay my foot down on a knife. Nothing wrong with that. This is so far away from me. Get closer. Get closer. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's fine. And then I mean, it didn't even go in at all on the other side. So it's pointless. Man, these numbers, it's so funny, guys. These numbers have been up and down all night. Double digits, low digits. It's like I'm hitting. Yeah, we'll knock it in. Alrighty. And we'll go with this other corner here. Final corner. The final countdown. Yep. Yep. That'll do it. Okay. Okay. This is craziness. Okay. So let's not forget where we are. This is the back. This is the front. Um, definitely want to get a nice. Let's push down here. Okay. It's like pulling a canvas. This is going to be crazy. Hey, that went in fine. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Two out of 3 ain't bad. Okay. Again with the 2 out of 3. What in the world, guys? Okay. Oh, 3 minutes ago. We're going on almost 3 hours. Do I need to take a break to do that? Give me just a moment, guys. See you later, Homestead Bound Bear. Yeah, sweat equity for sure. Find out. Let me find out. Let's see here. Whoa, what? Dude, what? I had no idea the scissors were broken. Dang. They're good scissors, too. I thought they were good scissors. There we go. Man, what a mess. All this string is driving me insane, too. Alrighty. That'd be just fine. Okay. This is not going to be pretty, but it's going to be functional, Lord willing. So. It's nice. It's good. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. That dog will hunt. All right. Oh, man, these numbers, guys. You guys are funny. Back and forth, back and forth. One day you're hot, next day you're not. I sure hope this works out. But you know what? I have a solution if it doesn't. Not really, but just further potential ways to modify this. That's all. That's all I've got. These are terrible staples. I'll tell you what, guys. Alrighty. This is really something special. If I didn't know better, I'd say this guy knows nothing about upholstery. Yeah, well, this is definitely the first time I've ever done anything like this. At all. Now, my wife reupholstered a rocking chair that we have. She's done that twice. And I'm like, ew, can't have that. But we can have that. Those are going to be just fine. But this, okay. We will be for those of you that have been here the whole time, you really deserve something. Okay, I need to take those out. Besides the fact that you are gaining infinite wisdom. Just kidding. Ooh. I hate this. Come on now. Okay. Alrighty. Take that one out up there. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. Okay. No comments recently, huh? Homestead Bear leaves and everybody gets quiet. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, we've stapled almost all the way around. Oh, yeah. Alright, we did that side. Now let's do this side and then we'll finish with the back. Excellent. It's like I'm getting better at this. Almost like I'm getting better. I'm gonna have to remove one or two of these staples. Specifically that one. Alrighty. There's that. That was good enough. Good enough. Better than the last time. Alrighty. Excellent. And let's go ahead and ungravel. Whew, ungraveled. I texted you. Tried to answer your question. Okay. Uno, dos, tres. Excellent demo. I think I figured out a little bit of a trick here. That was my angle of attack was off. And as I angled in, it got a tad easier. Let's take it right in the center and shuffle these staples. If you guys knew how much muscles. Yeah, why the original had so many staples, I know. Guys, this actually requires a lot of muscle. For a dad. You know, bachelor, I don't know, maybe it'd be different. Come on, yo. Let's Okay, yeah, lots of staples needed. Lots of staples needed. It's going to be an interesting adventure here towards the end. Need to start curving it in. Man, none of those went in right. Well, that was worthless. I mean, so was that. And technically, so is that. Yeah, this didn't even really go in. Okay. Guys, I tell you, once you think you got it, you, you ain't got it. You might think you got it, but you ain't got it. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, well, at this point, I'm just going with anything that goes in. I'm just taking it. It's like so on the edge. Do you guys just put this on and put it in the background and then like wait for something exciting to happen? I'm just a little confused sometimes as to how this viewership works, especially when I have long periods of not talking. I mean, I'm glad you're here, so I don't have to feel like a complete crazy person and stuff. Man, that just did nothing. Did nothing at all. Terrible. That was better. I just wondered. 'Cause it's set for a while now, so that's all. I'm almost done. This is, let's just say, actually, didn't think I would make it this far. So, it's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Knock out those last staples. And oh my gosh, that was even worse. I'm sure you watched my wobble due to exhaustion. I really am experiencing muscle fatigue. Really am. Oh, I can't leave now. You're almost done. It's true. I am almost done. Alrighty. Now, I saved that silly piece of thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I can do that later. I can do that another time. It doesn't have to be this time. Alrighty. So I'm gonna leave a little gap. Enough to work with if necessary, not enough to get in the way. That's the plan. Not enough to get in the way. All right. One allegedly continuous piece. All right. I feel like I need a second level of staples. What do you think? Oh, there's a lot of staples. I'm just a tiny bit concerned. Oh, wow. Amazing. That's kind of amazing. Here. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, guys. I don't know, guys. I'm just making this up as I go. Just making this up as I go. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, guys. I saw Slack and I was trying to kill the Slack. This is purely experimental what I'm doing. I have no idea if it's going to help. When I pull this out, I don't know. I don't know at all. Wow. Okay. Apparently that worked. Guess I'll do the same thing over here. Uh, Chinese bear. Listening to me getting frustrated. Maybe Googling carpal tunnel tomorrow. That's funny. Well, this little thing that I'm doing here probably. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just twisted off the. That's not good at all. Crap. Now I have to like do triage, rope triage here. This is gonna be really interesting, I'll tell you what. Oh well, it's good enough. I mean, now that everything's tied down, this was just supplemental anyway. If I had to do it over again, I'd maybe do something different, but it's all good. It's fine. Everything is fine. All right. Well, let me knock a few more staples in any gaps. Some spots in here that could use it. I'll tell you what. It's a trick. Getting them in there. Taking care of business, I tell you. Okay. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. 3 in a row. Winner, winner, winner. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's see if I keep my commitment to my wife. How long's it been? Ooh. Kind of way too close. Alrighty. Okay. I'm more confident with that now. Couple more over here. What the crap, guys? I tell you. Alrighty, let's put this thing back together. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's put this thing back together. We will take care of this at a different time. It's not super important. Alrighty, we're gonna do the base. Oh, I have to pull this off. Let's do this right here. This is important for what I just said. Let me pull this up. We will go right here and
Base, 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 base.
okay. I just had to do that a few times. For those of you that don't know, that would be oh, hi Sergeant Peterson. Long time no see there. What am I doing? I am redoing my chair. Put it that way. Um, Front, back. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay. Good night, everybody. I'm always around. Gotcha. Not a bad thing. The beard is very Muslim, huh? You know a lot of red bearded Muslims? It's weird. I reupholstered and put a new cushion and reupholstered my office chair with leftover bed mattress scraps. It's probably never been done before, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I think it's pretty unlikely. Oh yeah, be like this. This is gonna be awkward. This is gonna be super awkward. Okay, so I guess we have to. Okay, do like this, and then like this. Something like that. This is gonna be special. Oh, I didn't realize. That's fantastic. This is gonna be really a nightmare because of how high the cushion is. Now the back is gonna be a nightmare. So it's okay. At first you don't succeed, just force it in. That's what I always say. It's gonna be. Thanks. Oh, that's a lot heavier of a chair, I'll tell you that much. Stupid chair leg in my face. Or chair foot, I should say. That is why I love the $7 Menards ratchet. Oh gosh, it's a lot. Okay, that's all. Okay, it's as tight as it goes. Okay. There we go. Tight, 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 tight. And Lord willing, this will be functional and better. And there we go. That cushion is really intense looking. Oh, let's just check it out here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Let's not just stare at my awkwardness here. Alrighty, guys. We've got a mess to clean up and a wife to redeem my relationship with. Because that went way over time. Well, anyway, we're done. I have a pretty comfortable seat, and that's as low as it goes, and I'm much higher. But yeah, anyway, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Good night.